The last introduction I did at a wedding, the bridal parties, the wedding parties, however you want to say it, their big introduction was pretty elaborate. I had a lot of lighting included, a lot of sound included. There was long scripting and lots of reveals. It was pretty elaborate. And I like doing those kinds of introductions because my background in theater means, I like to put myself out there. I like to have great, big, enormous impacts on things that I do. It isn't always something I'm allowed to do with all of my clients, but when I am, I really, really, really appreciate that. But we've all done introductions. We've all done introductions of ourselves at a wedding, introductions of the wedding party at a wedding. We've all done them. And sometimes we've been successful with them, and sometimes we haven't been successful. What I would like to put out there is that the great, big, powerful introductions that I might do are not necessarily the best introductions. Okay? I like what I do, and I'm good at it, but the fact that I put a lot of production into it doesn't necessarily make them great introductions. A great introduction really is when someone can command the room to silence, can speak clearly on a microphone, and sound like they care about who they're introducing. That's really, if you can do those three things, your introduction will be a powerful introduction that'll have people asking for cards afterwards. Now, if you can add music to it, great. Okay, but if the music gets in the way of the clarity, cut the music. Okay, you can add lighting and things like that to it, but if the lighting gets in the way of people actually paying attention, then you should probably get rid of the lighting. Because really, the goal of any introduction, or really the goal of any time you turn on the microphone, is that people are listening. Every last soul and heart in the room is listening. And then they clearly hear every word you have to say. And they clearly get that you care about the thing you're trying to share with them. That being, if it's an introduction of yourself and why it's important to them, and an introduction of the wedding party and why it's important to them. Do those three things. And then if you want to polish it and you want to throw decorations into it like music, like lighting cues, like props and things like that, I think that's really awesome. But as the MC, as the person making the introductions, you need to be in control of those three things, okay? Those three things are the most important thing they're paying you to do. To be clear, okay, so everyone can hear, to be sure you command the entire room to attention, and then care about what you're saying. Because if you don't care, they're certainly not going to care. That's my little thing on introductions. What do you think of this? What kind of introductions have you done? How big? How small? And does it matter if they're big or small or elaborate or not? Or do you agree or disagree? Tell me in the comments below. Come to the Facebook page and like it there. Share the podcast as much as possible. We talk about introductions, and we do a lot of those sorts of things in my workshop, entertainment-experience.com. Come and do it. We've got seats for you in November as well. And until next time, I'm Bill Herman, and this is Creative License.